Glue that on?
I didn't eat for 2 days because I was sustained by the mustache.
All right, so let's start by talking about what you've done with Act 5. What shows have you been involved in?
Let's see. I was in the Mousetrap. I was in the pit band for Little Shop of Horrors. I was in 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. I was in Picasso del Panegil in the fall, and this spring, most recently, I directed an hour with Shakespeare.
Awesome.
Oh, that's difficult. I always have a lot of fun being part of the shows. Every show has its moments. You're couch surfing from the Mousetrap. Let's see. When Picasso was a lot of fun because it was just a lot of fun to play Einstein, who was one of my role models. 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee, it was a great experience. That was more of a great personal experience, not necessarily related to theater, but just the personal relationships we made. Directing an hour of Shakespeare had definitely had a lot of really good moments. It had a lot of tough moments, but that was outside of my normal purview. It was a lot of fun to reach those new levels behind the scenes in theater. It was pretty cool.
Awesome. So how was it to play Einstein? Because I think we can all agree that out of all the people to play Einstein, like, you getting that role is pretty perfect.
Well, I don't know about perfect, but it was a lot of fun. It was definitely a daunting task. I mean, he's one of my idols. He's my hero. So it was definitely daunting. It was a lot of fun, though. I got to put my own spin on it.
Yeah. And how was the mustache?
Paris and I made the mustache. He showed me how to actually build the mustache, and so I was sitting there, and it's not cut the length of a mustache. So I'm sitting there, and I've got this walrus thing being pasted onto my face. It took about an hour or so. So I had hair down below my chin, and then we trimmed it and turned it into a mustache. So my first reaction was exactly like my reaction the rest of the time I had to wear it. It was just disgusting, and it sucked. It was funny, but it was a pretty rough experience, costume-wise. A lot of fun. Being older than your average college student, I always kind of felt like I would have a little bit of a better fit in an administrative role. I don't know that that's true even now after the fact, but it was, from my point of view, this year, a lot of fun. I enjoyed it, I think, even maybe a little bit more than being in the shows. Yeah.
Awesome. What sort of inspired you to choose Shakespeare? That's definitely a daunting task, too.
Yeah, that was kind of the idea. I've always looked at Act 5 as a really good opportunity for students. I mean, we put on shows for people to come see, but I think there's a lot more to the group than that. It's a place for people to learn and to be introduced to theater and further their understanding of theater. And I think that things like the classics of Shakespeare get passed over simply because of how difficult they can be, or they're done so often in certain places. So the scenes we picked were from plays that are not quite as popular, except Romeo and Juliet, obviously. But it was just something I really wanted to try my hand at directing it, and I wanted to give the members of Act 5 a chance to venture into something like that they may not have the chance to otherwise.
Awesome. Definitely.
Oh man, not negatively, but relief, number one, because it's something I've not been able to get away from. I think a lot of people can sympathize with that. I go into a semester, and I think every single veteran of Act 5 will say they've gone into a semester saying, I'm not going to be involved, I can't do it this semester, I've got a big workload, 18 credits, I've got research, I've got all this and that, and then you end up doing it anyway. So I think relief is definitely a very good way to put it, because I won't have the option to burden myself with it. It's always fun, and it's always worth it in the end, but it's something that you just can't pull yourself away from.
Yeah, definitely. That's how I feel about it too.
Yeah.
Every semester I say I'm not doing it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm going to focus on my schoolwork, and then it never happens. And I fail everything.
I'm going to punch Brett in the face. That's definitely a good last word. And when I'm not here, you guys do it for me. Keep growing, keep changing, keep being passionate about what you do. I mean, that's what's positive.